Ward says, why do so many false prophets, followers fail to do the basic tenets of Jesus? I think the Bible actually tells us about that. I think the Bible actually answers that. I think it comes down to it's too simple and too difficult. It's too simple and it's too difficult. Jesus' commands to us are incredibly simple. However, loving your enemy is incredibly hard. It's incredibly simple to feed people, to feed the widows, the orphans, to visit the sick and the dying, to visit the people in prison, to take care of all those people in need. It's incredibly simple, right? Because it just go take care of them. But it's incredibly difficult to do it. It's incredibly simple to say, to hear, sell everything you have, give it to the poor, and then come follow me. Incredibly simple. It's incredibly difficult to let go of everything we have. Jesus' message is very, very simple and very, 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 very difficult to live out. But we're supposed to, right? We're supposed to, it's a journey. It's a process. We're supposed to practice it. And the more we practice it, the better at it we get, the easier it becomes. Those false prophets, those Christians who would, who can't seem to follow the basic tenets of Jesus, they'll take on other missions. And they'll do things that Jesus never asked us to do. They will go to the Kansas State House and try to defend the church and the faith and Jesus Christ himself against the evils of a Satanist worship service. Though Jesus never says, go out and defend the faith. They will try to force others to live according to their moral standards. Though Jesus never says, force others to live according to how you interpret my moral standards, what my moral standards seem to be. Because those things actually feel like they're easier to do. And it's like busy work. That's what it comes down to. I am going to go and fight for the faith. That's busy work. It's absolutely busy work because there's no fight to be had. And I'm going to go and force people not to do this and not to live that and not to have these things and not to watch this stuff or listen to that stuff and not to have this procedure or whatever the case might be. It's busy work simply because none of it matters. Right? None of it matters in my Christian journey. What matters in my Christian journey, which is the journey we're told to worry about, is am I feeding the widows and the orphans? Am I giving shoes to the shoeless and homes to the homeless and putting clothes on the backs of the cold and providing for those who are sick and dying and providing for those who are in prison? Am I feeding my enemies? And giving those who persecute me something to drink when they're thirsty. Those are the things that matter. But it's a lot easier. It is a lot easier to take on the busy work than it is to do the actual work that Jesus calls us to do. It's a lot easier to do the busy work instead of living according to those very simple, very difficult instructions that Jesus gave to us. Amen.